Well, good evening all. It's the old redneck again. We're now on day 3 of this shelter in place, otherwise known as quarantine for coronavirus, out here in California, the Bay Area. 9 Bay Area counties. Everybody's supposed to shelter in place unless you're essential people. You got to see their definition of essential. Started thinking about that today. This isolation, shelter in place, damn weather, kind of ridiculous out here, the way they were doing it. Because look at what they consider essentials. Personnel to be able to move out freely and go about their business is kind of vague, to say the least. If you work at a gas station, auto parts store, grocery store, pharmacy, medical facility, work for the government, police officers, medical personnel, truck drivers, truck support personnel, tire repair shops, are all what they consider essential personnel. I've seen landscapers still working. The only people I see really having to do this quarantine, isolation, are students and college students not allowed to go to school. People who work in the big high-rise office buildings are having to stay in place. In one sense, it's kind of nice. You know, I can drive the 32 miles from my house to my job and get there in 20 minutes instead of 2 hours. Yeah, I enjoy that. What I don't enjoy is the feeling there's something else coming. You start looking at the facts of the deal, and things don't make any sense. You want to stop the spread of coronavirus, but then you list half the Bay Area's normal working folks as essential personnel. A lot of those people don't live in the same city they work in, so they're traveling multiple counties, multiple neighborhoods. You got people going in and out of grocery stores. They already say you don't know if you're a carrier. They don't have enough test kits. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. I went into Safeway, and I've been looking for bread for the last couple of days. We're out of it in the house. Well, I heard Safeway had some, so I went in there. Got about 4 loaves of bread. As I'm walking down the aisles, you can tell the yuppies and the normal working folk by their attitudes. Normal work folk just going through there like it's normal business. Yuppies throwing themselves against the aisle to stay away from people and everything else. It's like, give me a break, people. I also went on a few websites today, and lo and behold, there's people selling toilet paper and face masks that do no good. You know, they got people believing you need a face mask for this, that, and the other. These face masks they selling people will do one thing and one thing only. If you're wearing it and you cough or sneeze, it'll keep 90% of the germs in your mask. It does nothing to prevent anything from coming in because the mask does not seal completely around the sides. You're still drawing it in. So let's all take a deep breath and let's realize, okay, who's pulling what chains? You look at the confirmed figures of who has it, the confirmed figures of who's recovered from it, the confirmed death rates because of the coronavirus. The numbers don't match. Somebody's playing some real creative arithmetic. I don't know why. Don't know the end game. Could be me just being paranoid. But I've been that way my whole life. I'm not going to change now. Anytime the government says something or the news says something, I have to wonder what the end game is. And Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But I'm still welcome to my opinion. But as I said, it's day 3. I mean, I'm seeing more and more businesses going ahead and opening up. I'm seeing more people on the street today than I saw yesterday. Driving to work, I saw a whole bunch of people just running together down the park like they're having their normal jog. You know? I hear that they're going to start using law enforcement to start pulling people over to find out why they're out and about and check to see if they're essentials. Well, how's somebody going to prove that? They haven't made a list of how to define an essential personnel. But I don't know anybody that's got this virus yet. I hope I never do. I hope everybody gets through this. We'll deal with this hiccup and get our economy back to working. For now, this is the old redneck giving you day 3's report on our quarantine here in the Bay Area. I wish you all stay well, stay healthy, open up your brain, engage it before you start jumping to conclusions due to what you hear on the 6 o'clock news. As always, remember our folks serving overseas. Remember the vets that have come home, the vets from previous wars that are still here. Give them a hand if you can. They want a hand up, not a handout. Employers, if you hire a vet, 9 times out of 10, you'll never look back. You give them a job, they'll do it, or know the reason why. From this old vet, I say good evening to all. Stay well. If you have a comment, leave it below. If you want to send an email with a bitch or a complaint or a suggestion, send it to redneckrebel1956@gmail.com. I'll answer it. If I use your suggestion, I'll give you credit for it. For now, have a nice evening, y'all. Sleep well. Don't lose your humanity over this bullshit. I know I try hard not to. Good night, all.